Hello, guys, and welcome back to Figuring Out Friday, presented to you by Healing Your Way and Mike and Mike here from the outside environment. Michael.
Yeah, for today's podcast, we're going to talk about basically routines. We're going to talk about why everything feels overwhelming, why when you try to prioritize everything at once, you might feel like you're falling behind, and just basically pressure, flexibility, um, seasons of focus, and how to actually build a life that works in the real life and
Yeah,
not just online.
yeah, and also like we will be talking about some routines, habits that you can build through this journey, and like basically make your life more enjoyable and healthy. So I made a slideshow here for you guys. I'll share screen. Obviously, how to build a life that actually works. So here I got, well, we can see, like, in my opinion, these are like the most important steps because you can see we have like routine, daily structure, and taking small steps slowly. So, I mean, routine, like, gives your day a rhythm, and I would say the routine actually takes a long time to actually like become the part of your daily life. And I mean, I'm the perfect example for myself because, like, I went from having to zero routine and just laying in my bed to like actually getting up, doing work, going to the gym, creating habits that helps me enjoy my daily life. So it also helps like removes the guesswork and helps you stay consistent, even though when you're tired or stressed. So if you're having a long day, like routine basically keeps you in check. So like you don't just sit down and think it over. Oh, do I have to do it? Do I have to do it? You just get up and do it. Michael, you got any examples for us for that routine?
For me, probably just again back into like the school season. I'm back studying a lot more. I feel more energized than some of the other times, which I'll be talking about in the seasons slides. But just getting back into the routine of things, I feel more productive. And again, guys, routines are very they're they're hard to implement. So I would say do not be discouraged from routines, but slowly but surely you're taking steps to build a routine that works.
Yeah, I mean, can you share like your routine and like what you I don't know, I guess what you call routine or routine.
Yeah, it could be different at times, but I would generally get up around um, like eight 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and again it's for classes, but again to get that uh, morning sun gaze.
Yeah.
And I would just like very light breakfast with usually I like coffee just
Hmm.
because it's an appetite suppressant, but also of course it just tastes good in general. I usually keep like a light breakfast, either like or oatmeal or uh, just like fruit and snacks, not snacks, just fruits and crackers. But uh, then throughout the day, I'm trying to um, like be focused, but also conscious of everything I'm doing. Kind of, it's like organized or not. Uh, in general, I think I like to plan ahead and
Yeah.
just go to classes. I got to study afterwards, and then gym. Um, I eat lunch around, let's say, 3 to 4 o'clock, and then my last meal, dinner, is
Mm.
at 7 to 8. And then around the nighttime, uh, uh, it's just following like the normal like nightly routine, brushing my teeth,
Yeah.
shower, all that, and red light therapy.
Yeah. I mean, my routine is pretty similar. I just get up in the morning for morning classes. Skin. I also have like skincare routine. I guess you can say. I cleanse my face. Use vitamin C serum and moisturizer. Also, what is it called? UV protectant. I forgot.
Do you not sunscreen, right?
Yeah,
But
sunscreen,
I do,
sunscreen. Yeah.
yeah.
And I mean,
Also,
but also,
I thought I saw
yeah,
you do something for your beard too, bro.
yeah, I have a beard moisturizer too.
Mm.
Yeah, gotta make sure that beard is moisturized. But also, sunscreen can be like really bad. But you have to make sure like you pay attention to which company makes it and also what ingredients they use. And sorry guys if the background noise is loud. It's the supposed to be library, but they got a whole concert going on here.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't eat breakfast because I believe breakfast is not meant to be eaten. Then lunch, I eat around 1 or 2 o'clock. And also my day like contains 18 hour intermittent fasting. So my last meal is around 6 o'clock. And then after six, it's just water or I mean you can drink green tea or black tea, but I just should drink water because it has to be still cal liquid. And also my routine I guess would be going to the gym. I always make sure I have a time to like plan out that I have to go to the gym, even if it's rest day. For my strength training, I just do cardio, and even though it's like 30, 40 minutes, I make sure I have that 30, 40 minutes in my day. And yes, I guess studying, and that will be my daily routine, kind of. Also stretching, I stretch because we do boxing and MMA as a hobby training. So stretching, I guess, is also part of my daily routine.
And
Michael,
then
how?
yeah,
Go ahead.
and then I would just also add probably like social interactions. So you guys are either hanging out or maybe on call with like friends and families. That's like another huge part of my daily routine. So yeah.
Mm, yeah, I mean, routine can be everything that you do throughout the
Hmm.
day. Just it's called routine because you just repeat it and you're building that habit that you have to do it. Even like even though it doesn't matter if you had a long day or like you're tired or stressed, you just
Hmm.
I guess automatically just build that habit and you just go
Yeah.
ahead and do it unconsciously. Like I was gonna ask Michael, like how do you um I mean we just said our routine and how our day looks like, but like how do you structure your day, I guess? Do you have
Um,
besides whatever we said?
how would I structure my day?
Mm,
Um, I'm not too sure actually.
you
Besides
wake.
what I just said.
Yeah, I mean, I guess as a college kid and student, like our day is mostly based on like whatever we have going on at college. So mostly, I guess we built our day like around our class times. My classes sometimes
Mhm.
last till 6 p.m. So yeah, that's I guess college schedule shapes my day structure. Okay, let's talk about the importance of like small steps and taking like small steps ahead, like not going too fast when we're going through this health journey and lifestyle change. You got any advices or tips you want to share with us?
For health style change, for sure, guys, just getting in the gym. It can be
Mm,
30 minutes, but it still makes like a huge difference. And then getting your steps in as well from just being outside, and compared to being like inside and stuck inside, bed rotting or whatever. It's bound to make a positive impact on your mental health and even your physical health. Uh, Getting enough water. I would say socializing enough because humans are social creatures, so you're kind of supposed to go out and socialize. Maybe like, oh, and for sure, have a complex task that day.
mm,
A lot of people would enjoy for sure just having something to, at the end of the day, they feel like they've overcome or accomplished. So I would say include that in your everyday as well.
mm. I would say taking small steps is important because like this is a long journey that you're deciding to take because like once you go through this phase of small steps, like then basically you're set up for life because you already built that habit. You basically have like routine that will keep you pushing. So I would say my example would be taking small steps. Like I took this whole summer just to make sure I switch my bad habits with good ones and like and just adding habits that I didn't have and is important for this healthy lifestyle. First example, easiest example I can give you guys, and I already said this multiple times on previous podcasts, like drinking water. Like when I was eating, I would mm, like never drink water because I would take soda with water any time of the day. And even though it was like that, I was drinking that soda. I mean, it's still soda. And it, maybe it's small amounts. It might not be noticeable, but whatever I was drinking, it was going to big amounts. So that was definitely having had an effect on me. So I decided to make sure, like, I drank water with my meals and after my meals, and that was that was like a process that I went through a whole summer. Like I was just forcing myself to drink water with meals, and then after I had to drink water like without meals too. Like before that, I could go like a whole day without just 2 cups of water. So yeah, that's not healthy. So that's
Yeah,
how
even before
yeah.
I had days where I would just not drink water and be like, and then at the end of the day, like as a recap, I just think, oh yeah, the only
Oh
water I
yeah.
got throughout the whole day was from soup. So for sure, not good. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why after, mm, like after 7 day dry fast, I guess, like I just forced myself, I guess, to appreciate those small things such as water, and just for after I finished my 7 days, I just ordered myself a big gallon jug, which I believe you'll
Hmm.
send it. So I just forced myself to finish this every day. And then, I mean, I'm getting my gallon of water, and everything looks good. You know, I'm building a habit of drinking 1 gallon of water every day, which advice to everyone to take that small step. What other small habits like that do you remember that you done, if you have any?
Um,
Okay, I'll give you an example.
I
Your
oh
example,
oh
actually. Okay,
yeah, yeah.
you want to do
Um, I do kind of like note taking. Some people might call it
it?
journaling, but I just do note taking, like how I might be feeling,
Mm,
and at the same time I also plan and organize like everything I need done throughout like either week, month, day, whatever. So that
mm.
just helps me keep like organized, stay on track.
So basically, that's, I mean, that can also fall under daily structure, I guess, because
Yeah.
yeah, you already plan ahead on what you're gonna do, and that's like good thing to have, like good habit building. You know, plan ahead. One habits I can give you, which we both fall under, is training. And even though like we decided to train on Tuesday and Thursday, it became like our habit now, part of our
Hmm.
routine. Because every Tuesday and Thursday, like at 8 o'clock, school gym, we just uh, train MMA and boxing.
Yeah.
And I guess that also became our part of routine. Yeah, you just have to do it over and over and over again, and like till until it feels, eventually it will be feel like it's part of your everyday life, and you
Yeah. Every
just
day.
have to do it.
Yeah.
Like going to the gym, like if you go 23 consecutive days, like it will start to feel like, yeah, I have to be doing this. Like you will start feeling guilty of why you skipped the gym because you actually had
Hmm.
time and you just decided to didn't go. And that self guilt tripping, I guess, will motivate you more. It does for me. So I think it'll
Yeah.
do it
And
for
like
others
a
too.
yeah, like a big philosophy in the gym is you kind of have to push yourself to go even on the days that you don't feel like
Mm.
going, because those are honestly the days that count. So kind
Yeah.
of applies in everyday life as well. What you learn in the gym. Yeah.
I guess we can move to here.
So here would be the problem, which is algorithmic living, and this is basically always chasing like engagement and never feeling fulfillment, right?
Mm.
So no one, no one really, if you look on social media, no one really like films like the boring stuff that makes them happy, and social media makes people think that basically if your life isn't cinematic, then you're not happy. So a question I had was, what boring thing do you actually like enjoy doing? And I can start off first.
Mm.
I guess for me, again, it was that planning ahead, um,
Yeah.
cleaning, and talking to friends and family. But also one of a very big one is just like silence and like time to myself, because that can feel like healing in a way too, especially
Mm.
since it's like you feel like I feel like sometimes I walk out the dorm and it's like a bunch of like chaos or whatever. So I
Yeah.
like and I guess it depends on the type of person you are too, but I'm more like kept to myself, so I like my like time alone. And I also know that, like for some other people, they might say grocery shopping can feel like therapy too.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree to that. When I if I have like planned out meals that I want to eat and I go
Hmm.
grocery store shopping, like that's that's like separate thing to enjoy. I guess
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it kind of brings joy. Um, One I have is probably I don't know reading. If you consider reading boring, then that's what I enjoy. Sometimes no,
Yeah, I sometimes do that too. I had like a huge gap where I haven't really read like in high school, just because middle school they messed up like the whole like kind of fun and enjoyment for reading for me. But kind of growing up now, everybody's on their device, but it's good to sit down and just like read a book, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And
yeah. Like people just always try to this online stuff. I would say, like people always try to go online and on social media and try to always like compare themselves with all those influencers.
mhm,
And thing is, that's like the wrongest step you can take in your healthy lifestyle because like
yeah,
those people might not know about might have been working like 5 to 7 years maybe for that body that they have and life that they have. So it's just a matter of time. So you have to make sure like you're putting in work and you just have to uh, keep keep honest with yourself because once you become honest with yourself, like you will start pushing yourself more and you'll actually realize that there's a lot of stuff you have been doing wrong so far. It's just
yeah,
you and you.
and
You don't need anyone else's approval.
yeah. At the end of the day, it's like you versus you in the mirror. So whoever you're
Yeah,
comparing your life to, maybe it's like doing a little dishonesty or injustice to yourself, since both of us we're only like 20, 21 years old. We haven't
yeah,
like got to experience the full thing in life. So even for the audience out there, it's good that you guys don't like keep a lot of pressure on yourself just for viewing another person's life. And that kind of leads me on to my next question, which is, do you feel like you feel the pressure to make your life seem maybe more interesting than it really is?
do I feel pressure
Yeah,
like from people around me?
yeah, people. Yeah, it could be like people around you. Yeah,
I mean, I don't feel pressure, but I always try to make my like make my life interesting and like
hmm,
always taking that risk that like regular person would not take. Someone who doesn't like to live their comfort zone, which is one of the biggest issues in today's world. Like we have to step out from outside of our comfort zone, and actually maybe there are things out there that we might be enjoying and might be good for us.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. And I would say it's also important not to prioritize like whatever you're doing fully. It's good to go out and experience other things, since you can. I think it was you can do anything, but don't do everything. You know,
yeah, yeah. We have a
because
question from the
you
YouTube
can.
chat.
Oh yeah.
Um, what makes you stay consistent? What was the turning point that made you want to live a healthier life? And does it even make your life that much better? Can you see Rumble comments on it?
Uh,
If not, let's just answer it.
I'm checking, but
So,
I can answer that question. I feel like for me, a big turning point was uh, just seeing some people who I feel like they're not in a mean way, but like they're every day they're not like progressing as much in life, or
mm,
they have no routine. So that kind of
yeah,
it it kind of switches a flick in my head to have something down every day. So at the end of the day, let's say you don't do anything, but as long as you follow the routine, you still feel accomplished.
yeah,
And a big key for me to stay consistent is I saw this one image where the person you just look at your like your younger self, and
Mm.
they'd be so happy to see where you've like come and what have you like accomplished to this day. So I feel like that's a big key motivator for me.
Mm. Um, I would say my turning point was just got tired, I guess, of being not being able to do some stuff that I actually enjoyed, like playing basketball, football, snowboarding, and I feel like that the lifestyle was not helping me enjoy my life. So I just decided to make my life easier and actually more enjoyable. But thing is, like once you live healthy and first of all eat healthy, like that helps your energy levels go up. And once your energy is full, I guess like you will automatically just become a happy person and you actually start enjoying life and going outside. Would you
Yeah.
say that?
Then
Would you say that's true?
kind of. Oh, can you repeat that last part?
Like I said, like once you start living healthy and eating healthy food, like that brings your energy levels up, and that
Hmm.
like once you're at high energy, like that automatically makes your day more happy and like enjoyable.
And I would, yeah, I would for sure say once you're at like you kind of experience that, you kind of don't want to like revert and go back at all to
Yeah,
uh how maybe life once was.
yeah, like all those bad habits, all the cravings will be gone. Like for now, I don't know. Probably it's been like whole summer since summer. I had like last time I had McDonald's and I still don't crave it. You know, like once I was able to go through that resistance plateau, I guess, like one
Yeah.
it just became easier. Like for example, sugar. I just stopped eating like processed sugar, and like I don't even crave sugar anymore. You know, all those
Yeah,
sweet
I
stuff.
don't.
Like
I
what? Like
yeah,
I take one bite and that's this is enough.
yeah. And I thought it was from like kind of growing up that you might not like enjoy sugar or some of the
Yeah.
activities you do as like more of a kid, but uh then you kind of realize too it's like your routine over the years. It kind of just like instills that into you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I would say people try to upgrade everything, maybe like your body, career, side hustle, social life, and just hobbies, uh, all at once. And sometimes that can be bad as well because at the end of the day, they might feel like they're like a failure.
Mm.
So that's kind of going back to the quote: "You can do anything, but not everything at the
Yeah.
same time." Yeah.
Right, right.
Uh,
Okay.
and my question to you earlier
Yeah.
was feeling the pressure from your life before
Mm.
the comment somebody dropped. Uh,
Yeah.
if uh, any pressure to make your life seem more interesting, and I would just say for me, I think I typically, if you guys see me in the friend group, I'm usually the one that like has my phone out and just filming all the
Mm.
time. I'm like cameraman,
Mm.
so I kind of have to remind myself at times to just live in the present and put the camera down. I wouldn't say I feel pressure, but it's also I would have to admit I do like to be on social media a lot, just
Yeah.
because uh, I have like a lot of friends on media. They just like to see what I'm doing every day. So not from pressure,
Mm.
but for sure that yeah. And
Peer
I
pressure.
think we can. Oh, season of focus. Okay. So the reason I have this is because again, since you're comparing your life to other people, maybe
Yeah.
it's during like different seasons. So there are times when
Mm.
you might need to change your balance and focus throughout the year, and maybe at times school is more important to you than the gym, or your career is more important than your social life, and even like vice versa for like those examples. But um, maybe there's a semester where you want to lock in academically, summer where you want to focus on transforming your body, and a time where you need social life more than priority. So you're not like falling behind, but just in like a different season to the person you're comparing yourself to. I've seen stories where people um, they have to like dissociate in order to kind of grow as a person, but they do end up, kind of getting a little bit depressed. But that's why you might need a change of scenery, but also like just keeping your regular routine, and why I highly emphasize on social impact.
Mm. Also, like I guess the seasons. I guess seasons can be also, I don't know, kind of playing role on our, like you can say, energy and how we feel, like how we feel as a person. Because like once that spring season starts and all the flowers are starting to bloom and basically life just comes back. Like everyone is just happy to be there. And if you look at like this time of year, like end of the fall going to winter, like people are more, I don't know, kind of tired look on their face, and it's just tired.
And I would
And
just say, at least for me, maybe like I have like a little bit of like seasonal depression, like you said during the winter. Yeah, just because I think we're in more. There's not a lot of like outside activities you might see, so
yeah, but
that's
I
something.
currently I'm using this to my benefit. So
Mhm.
since it's like winter time and we have the daylight savings and how 1 hour behind. So since
Yes,
it kind of gets late early, like it helps me to kind of stop eating at 6 o'clock, because at around 6 o'clock it's already dark outside, and mentally you think, oh, it's already night, like I'm not supposed to be eating. And I guess that helps me to be one of my like routines. Basically stop eating. Like I said, 18 6 fast is part of my
yeah,
routine. So like eating, finishing my meal at 6 p.m. is bigger deal for me. So mentally, when I look outside and I see it's dark outside, oh, then I'm done. I don't have any meals left.
yeah.
And I kind of use, I guess, this uh, tired season and kind of depressed season for my benefit of my weight loss journey.
Would you say
So
that's a healthy thing?
yeah, I mean, it helps me with my 18 6 fast. So
Okay.
uh, it just depends on how you approach these things. Like if you
Yeah.
look at it as like just look at winter and say, oh yeah, it's depressing season, I will be depressed just whole winter. I believe if that's your mindset, you will actually just be depressed whole winter. And um, can you mute your mic for a second? Because that
Oh
guy's
yeah.
yelling in
Sorry
the
about that.
background.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say it just depends on how you approach like these small things, and how you treat the small things in your life. Also, will help your uh, daily life, because like as I said, if you look as winter as a like depressing season, and you would just make yourself believe into that, you will be depressed for winter. But winter I look as a snowboarding season, so that brings joy in my life. And I guess every time it gets winter time, I guess I get more happy than summer, because I actually have more hobbies during winter compared to summer. So it just depends on how you approach these small things, and who just shape you as a person.
Yeah, and of course, no shade against the winter. It's just like a small thing that I noticed,
Yeah.
that I picked up throughout the years. But for sure, if you guys find hobbies to do during the winter, like I love Christmas season and everything, but no shade thrown against them at all. But oh wait, can go back real quick. And again, just for the seasons, uh, I wanted to mention this because I feel like it's built all around sustainability. So
Yeah.
if you guys look at your routine and if it only works when life is perfect, then it's not sustainable, you know? So
Mm, yeah.
like the second life gets busy, you feel sad, tired, or stressed out, that routine might not be able to pull through like it usually would in other seasons. So
Yeah.
maybe if there was a life crisis that forced you guys to simplify everything, then that could be a good thing. Or you realize something small worked better than something extreme, you guys can implement that too. So whatever you guys pick up throughout the years, you just implement
Yeah.
it in your routine. And it's not
Yeah.
about building like a perfect routine, but building like a routine that basically survives um, imperfection. So you don't have to be 100% of the time. At least you can be like 80%, but just
Yeah.
keep it consistent. So yeah,
Yeah. Make your routine available for you anytime because
yeah,
that's at
and
the end of the day,
mhm,
that's what it will be like. Keep you pushing.
yeah, and I have a question. I'm just gonna mute my mic for the same reason again, real quick after I ask it. And it's, what's a routine you tried that only worked when life was perfect?
Um, Routine when life was perfect. I guess anything. I mean, I had a routine when like I would go outside on soccer field and just do sprinting cardio exercises. So like that's aerobic cardio. So that actually help like is good for our cardiovascular health. But I guess during winter season, like you cannot just go out there and run because it's getting cold. So that's that can be the easiest example because like summer, basically your day is perfect. You can be just outside anytime. But winter, you can even walk outside without like three layers of clothes on you. Depends on where you live.
Yeah, and for me, when I think about the question, it's I kind of relate it back to kind of like high school life,
Mm,
kind of just before all the adult stuff started like hitting. So like back in high school or like in the summer, I feel like my biggest thing that I would be able to implement at the time was just getting a lot of sleep and probably playing video games a lot at the same time. But now in college, I don't find the time to play video games almost at all, and
mm.
sleep could have taken a big hit. But as long as I'm able to prioritize it, I'm well off. So again, it's back to prioritizing. So yeah.
Mm. Okay. Do you want to guide us through this slide?
Yeah. Sorry. So this side's not supposed to be seasons of focus. It's more on growth track and maintenance.
Mm,
So for this one, it's you can't be in grind mode forever.
yeah.
So if your happiness depends on progress, you'll always feel like you're behind. I would say having a baseline for habits or like small or even big moments that basically make you feel good, even if like let's say you don't get like back to what I said, not getting anything accomplished in the day, you'll still feel good about it.
Yeah.
Uh, and this is especially important for people who overwork because if you don't release pressure like uh, intentionally, it's like life will do it for you, and usually in worse ways as well.
Yeah. I
So
agree with that.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
definitely. I would say
you can
like oh,
yeah, so you just see the pictures I have like speedometer, and then people on treadmills and the bench. Sometimes you gotta sit back and just enjoy life on the
take a
bench,
rest.
and that charges your batteries back up again,
Yeah.
or whatever other hobbies or routines you might want to pick up. Try new things as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Just try to not like keep yourself locked onto one thing and just going crazy on that because I get the they will just drive you crazy. So if you have stressful
Yeah.
work, stressful schedule, like make sure you just sit down, meditate, take a rest, whatever needs to be done. Even going to the gym might feel like taking a rest. Like some people look gym as a
Hmm.
like a
Therapy.
experience that, yeah. I mean, yeah, but some people look at it as therapy, but some people look at it as you have to get exhausted once you leave the gym. But that's not true.
Yeah.
You can actually enjoy gym and use it as a therapy, and like being able to take a take a rest at the gym is, I guess, can be considered as one of the great habits or skills that you can have
Mhm.
using gym as therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely take breaks from the work, like to take your mind off, do something, go outside, like maybe get a new habit, which will help you take your mind off some things, implement it into your daily routine. That's how you create daily routines. You're just working on yourself, and whatever makes you better and makes life more enjoyable, you can always make it your routine.
Yeah. And I would just like to emphasize on like micro versus mega routines. Since instead of like maybe a crazy 3 hour long morning routine, um, it could be anchored more into small, repeatable things that um, manage like the chaos. So when it can be like making your bed every morning, that can change your mood. Drinking water to stop headaches, or like again, taking walks or going to the gym can solve problems that even therapy couldn't. So again, going back to why the gym is a useful tool. So just sorry about that, guys. Small, repeatable habits that contain the chaos.
We ask if you have any last minute purchases of this been not to the register for a book and creative checkout. We opening up tomorrow at 9 a.m. for your shopping convenience. For shopping with us at safe.com.
I
We're
apologize for
bringing
this.
podcasts outside for you guys.
Yeah, we're outside. Yeah, this is us taking a break, that mental break,
Yep.
1 hour. This podcast is enjoyable for us, and that counts as taking a rest. So we guys have like here provided like 6 different examples of breakfast that if you want to actually try it out for a couple of days, and maybe you start enjoying it. But here are examples you can see: oatmeal or oat bowl with fruits and nuts, eggs with avocado and sourdough. Some people, if you want to like cut weight, I guess you just take out sourdough and take out those carbs. You can also, I guess, you can eat this. Maybe, I don't know, sourdough as a pre workout. Nah, I would not advise that. Just keep
Yeah,
it
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, correct. Keep it as a breakfast. And if you want to lose weight, just take out sourdough. Quick yogurt bowl. This is great. This is great. This is one of my go-tos. Just add a little bit of honey if you want. Chia seeds for fiber and digestion. Berries also for fiber. Banana, potassium, carbs, and you can also put like granola is also good source of fiber. Smoothies, they're made with whole foods, and I mean whole fruits. Like you go outside, maybe even get like frozen fruit is the easiest way, I guess. Get that and oat milk or fat-free milk, and maybe put a little bit of protein powder in there and just blend it up. It's easy calories and actually healthy for you. Next one, I got cottage cheese with some fruit. Same thing as a. I mean, depends on the person. I know a lot of people don't mess with cottage cheese, but it's actually very healthy for us. And
Yeah, I've tried it before. And, I think I just don't like the taste.
mm, yeah, but it
But
just
for other
depends on the
cowork,
person.
yeah, it depends on the
Yeah,
person. Other coworkers,
yeah.
they love it.
Mm. I mean, I guess if you don't like cottages, you either don't like Greek yogurt or maybe
Mhm.
oatmeal. So that's
Yeah, for sure.
that's one of the great ones too. Uh, Oatmeal also I would recommend overnight oats. Um, Overnight oats is one of my go-tos, one of my used ones because I recently discovered it and it actually keeps you full throughout the day and actually my energy feels good once I start my day with overnight oats and some honey and some bananas. I put I put pro okay, I'm gonna say what I put mine. I put oats, Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon. I put fat-free milk, and I put protein powder, 1 or maybe 1.5 scoops, which is around 25 to 30 grams of protein, and I put cinnamon to make sure my insulin doesn't spike after I eat that. That's great advice, guys. Here, cinnamon. If you put cinnamon in your coffee, if you want to, if you like to drink your coffee with creamer, something that might cause insulin spike. If you put cinnamon in it, it will help to reduce that insulin spike. And I put a little bit of vanilla extract, and that's my overnight oatmeal.
And
Next,
I'm wondering, like, what's like the ratio that you would usually like put your overnight
I
oats
just
in?
eyeball.
Because just I oh, you eyeball it? Okay. Just
I
because I
I just
noticed the
eyeball
protein
everything.
powder.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the protein powder, I feel like it could just really like get really dry, like overnight oats. So
Yeah, you
unless
just,
you
just
add
have
more
you
milk,
just have yeah, you just have to get a sense of it. I mean, since I know how to cook in basics, like it's easier for
hmm
me just to measure and know what will be the
yeah,
texture after I put it in the fridge. So since we have to wrap it up a little fast, I'll just run through these.
yeah,
One of the other options, protein veggie scrabble, just soup the basil and maybe even some peppers, tomatoes. If you have like maybe leftover potatoes, you can warm up that. Grab avocado, great one also to have in your routine. We have lunch options, grilled chicken and rice, casual, easy, can't go wrong with that. Ground beef
hmm
and potatoes. We got salmon and quinoa. I would say
yeah, quinoa.
salmon. Yeah, salmon and rice is also a good option here. Turkey and avocado bowl. Mm, turkey is lean source of protein, which is great. Chicken salad plate. Can't go wrong with that. Just you get random green stuff to put together
Yeah,
and
you guys can for
get.
sure implement this into your
And
Thanksgiving this year too.
yeah, and if you guys want like a healthy stuff, if you go, let's say you're outside Wawa, let's say you're at Wawa. The healthiest option I found is chicken salad with the spinach and greens in it. That's like it's on 300 calories with like 20 to 25 grams of protein. And we have beef stir fry with some veggies. If you know how to stir fry, you can use avocado oil or coconut oil. Uh, I would say stir frying requires high heat, but maybe even get high heat algae oil. I heard that's one of the also healthy cooking oil, which can I think it has the highest resistance point. And we have dinner. Again, you can repeat all these stuff or mix it up. Grilled chicken and rice. Can't go wrong with that. You can put some broccoli, some greens on your side. Ground beef and sweet potatoes. I like to make that. I bake sweet potatoes. Uh, obviously put seasoning on everything so your food doesn't taste plain and you actually enjoy it. So I bake my sweet potatoes, cook my beef, and I also add black beans to it. Black beans to it for fiber. Black beans one of the best source of fiber you can get, and I also get seaweed from seaweed flakes from H Mart, and I also put that on top. Other options: salmon and rice, same thing. Shrimp and pasta. Like this might not be for everything. If you're trying to cut weight, you
Lose
gotta
weight.
cut
Yeah.
carbs. Yeah, you gotta cut carbs. But also, if you're cutting and like you you start measuring your food and actually learn how to measure your food, you can use carbs, and I guess you can eat pasta on your cut, but that'll be your only big meal, I would say. Again, beef stir fry with some veggies and roasted chicken with some Brussels sprouts, and I like to bake all these veggies like potatoes, Brussels sprouts, peppers, and potatoes in an oven, and you actually it's one of the laziest food that you can make, but also the fastest one, and definitely easiest way to go through your day. And also these are like basic examples. Once you get into this cooking space, you actually learn how to use more ingredients, and just cooking gets easier. And over time, you will learn all these small things, which which will make your life easier. You just have to start start learning sooner than later.
Yeah,
To
sooner
get
than
better.
later. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a prime example is you can just watch Master Chef or maybe like see
Yeah.
recipes on TikTok that you can
That's
just easily
actually
implement into your routine.
that's actually how I started cooking, and why I fell in love with cooking is MasterChef. Right? Like they brought
Mhm.
MasterChef in Georgia, and it was like, well, it became like one
Oh,
of the
you have
big
it in Georgia?
hits. Yeah,
Wow.
so it became one of the hits, and it was like MasterChef Georgia, and I was just watching it. And I don't know, they were cooking mostly Georgian food, so like using
Mhm.
Georgian ingredients. So I guess that's kind of why I fell in love with it. And for last part, just set your priorities straight. And what should be our priorities? It should be sleep, protein, strength work, like strength exercises, gym, daily steps, water, and consistent meals. So sleep, everyone would advise to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Obviously, that's the best thing you can do for yourself and for your growth. Protein. If you're trying to lose weight or maybe even build muscle, you have to hit those protein goals. If you're trying to lose weight, maybe you don't lose muscle mass, and like protein actually, people, let's say mine as a nutritionist, I work with my cousins, and example would be like when I mention protein to them, they just think this gym and just lifting. Like protein is just connected to the gym.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah, I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, like I don't go to the gym, and why do I need protein? And then you have to explain to them like whole anatomy behind it. And yeah, guys, make sure you keep protein in your meals because it will also like keep you fuller over time. And strength work, obviously, if you want to build muscle, lose weight, and get in like shape that will actually help you live life over a longer time and like have that strong joints so we don't get old easy.
Yeah, and
Gym,
for like
gym,
the
yeah,
older
gym
folks,
helps. You
also
just
just
gotta lift weights.
maintain. Yeah, just I would say
Daily,
maintain your functions too.
yeah. Obviously, that like gym helps a lot. Even like the podcast before this, we talked about some splits, and maybe even podcasts in the future. We'll talk about more details. I don't know if we can even go more deep into that, but yeah, if you don't have time, I would advise full body strength training for it just needs 3 days out of your week. And if you mix with that daily steps, if you're trying to lose weight, 10,000 steps, because that's steady.
The time is now 8:57 and in 3 short minutes,
Okay,
the store
so
is
keep it
currently
going.
open closing for the evening. At this time, if you have any last minute purchases, please signal up to the register for a quick and courteous checkout. We open
Yeah,
again
daily
tomorrow
steps.
at 9
I
a.m.
would
for your
advise
shopping
10K
convenience.
steps because it also helps with cardiovascular health and like the energy. Energy I noticed like once I walk, like even though your legs might feel tired, like next day you just feel full of energy. Water, my gallon of water, my advice here, just drink gallon of water. Get yourself one of these and just force yourself to drink it. That's
Yeah,
easiest way Go ahead.
even calculating for me, my size, height, and everything, like I'm supposed to drink a gallon, but I think it's generally pretty good for everybody to drink roughly a gallon. I can see tiny people drinking like a whole gallon of water. So
Yeah. Yeah, and consistent meals. Make sure you eat whole foods and make sure the food is clean and healthy and whole food. Okay, I guess we can stop sharing screen. Yeah, just make sure you eating clean foods like cook yourself a meal, and that will actually help you to keep in the loop and on your routine. Like cooking at home actually helps a lot in how you feel overall.
and I think that should wrap it up for today.
Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on Healing Your Way on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Rumble, YouTube. And sorry guys if the noise came from outside. This is supposed to be library. I don't know why we got a whole concert going on here. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. And if you have any questions, you can share us questions anytime. We are more than glad to answer those questions. Thank you. See you next Friday.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next Friday.